Was Diddy improper or just a savvy shopper? His lawyer defends with ferocity Diddy's need for viscosity. Our video of the day comes to us from Sean Diddy Combs, lawyer. His lawyer is Mark Agnifilo. He tells TMZ there's a simple explanation for Diddy's boatload of baby oil that federal agents discovered during the raids of his mansion. Roll it, Greta.
They call them freak-offs. But, you know, back when I was a kid in the late 70s, they were called threesomes.
If these are genuinely threesomes, how do you explain 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
I don't know where the number 1,000 came.
The U.S. attorney said it.
He buys in bulk. You know, I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home. I mean, have you sat in a parking lot of a Costco and see what people walk out of there with?
Well, he is a lawyer. I always go into Costco when I need baby oil in bulk. But see, you don't save money at Costco buying 1,000 bottles of baby oil. You save money by buying one 500-gallon barrel of baby oil. Instead of having to slather it on, I save time by being lowered into it. Head first. Joe, I guess Costco is denying it. Who do you believe? Do you buy the lawyer's excuse or Costco's denial?
You know you have too much of something when Costco says, we don't sell it in that amount. We don't. That's excessive. Although just hearing his lawyer talk about this with the beats behind it is so much better than anything Diddy ever recorded.
I know.
I thought I would listen to that jam. Yeah, it's insane that. Here's the thing with baby oil. It's like buying a container of Morton salt. You buy one, and you have it for most of the rest of your life.
Yes.
Okay?
It comes with you when you move.
Yes, now, if you go to someone's house and you see they have more than 2 bottles of baby oil, you get the hell out.
Yes.
Because something bad. And these freak-offs, just have a normal orgy. Maybe a 3-bottle orgy. He's conducting these things like it's a Civil War reenactment. But the lawyer should shut up. This lawyer should have remained silent because he's up there saying, I don't know, people buy all kinds of this. Like, you're not helping Puffy with this.
Yeah, you know, medical question, Dr. Drew.
Please no. Oh my God. Where is this going?
Where do you find the babies to get all the baby oil from?
Wow, to squeeze a lot of it.
Yeah, you have to squeeze.
Yeah.
Why is it called baby oil?
Back in the day, I guess you put it on babies.
What is it, though?
It's just a lubricant. That's all. Look, do we know?
You're not
for
really
sure?
a doctor.
Do we know for sure that it's baby oil that was in these things?
I don't know. Let's ask our two buddies Johnson and Johnson over there.
There's two issues. GHB looks a lot like baby oil. It's very very viscous like that.
Do you think it was a decoy?
I don't know. And I just read an interview where apparently he had sort of OCD with cleanliness, and he would always ask for there to be some
lubricant there to rub all over.
Lubricant, but the alcohol to wipe his hands if he touches something. The freak-offs must have been very freaky for him when he was touching more than his hands.
Well, if you're buying it by the pallet,
yeah,
that's bad.
Yeah, there's no medical reason though for 1,000 bottles.
No. Well, I'll tell you what, it smacks of addiction to me because when people get, and by the way, Suge Knight was on a news broadcast last night by phone saying that he was worried about him having drug withdrawal, and I thought, oh yeah, that makes sense. When people are sex and drug addicted, they start to do crazy things and they get more sloppy and it gets more intense. So it kind of smacks of that.
Yeah, smacks indeed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kat, do you buy 1,000 of anything?
No, but I could have done a better job explaining the baby oil than the lawyer did. Than saying it was because he got it at Costco. He could have done better. He should have said, well, listen, Diddy, a lot of the people he invited to his orgies had psoriasis. She could say a lot of the other people in Hollywood would exclude people with chronic skin conditions from their orgies. But not Diddy, because he was inclusive.
Yeah, there you go.
So then he's like a philanthropist.
That is true. That is true.
No one's throwing orgies for people with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis.
You almost got it.
Which I don't know what that is.
Charlie, on your farm, you have all sorts of animals. You have cows, don't you? And some horses and some pigs. And you have chickens and roosters, cocks, you might call them. At your parties on the farm, we might be unaccustomed to.
We don't have these kind of parties.
Yes. Do you see a useful reason for 1,000 bottles?
No, and I'm most interested in the good doctor's explanation that baby oil is for lubricating the babies. I didn't know that. I disagree.
I'll be here all night.
I disagree with everyone here. I think that whatever P. Diddy is paying his lawyer, it's not enough.
Yeah.
I think that was the greatest explanation. And the thing is, what you really pay a lawyer for is to say that with a straight face. Yes. And he said it with a straight face and then stopped talking.
Yeah.
So, and it's not like P. Diddy doesn't have the money to pay the guy.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Up next, the billionaire's child, who's heavily reviled.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.